All right, in this video, I'm going to show a quick sample demo of sending a contact's data via API webhook to n8n and show you what that looks like, how easy it is to hook up. So first off, we're going to prepare a new workflow here in n8n, and I'll just get out of this and start from the beginning, add workflow. We're going to add a first step, and we're going to add a webhook. Okay, and we want to change this to post. All right, and we're going to grab this test URL. Now, when you go to production, you'll switch production. You'll change your URL in GHL to the production one versus the test one. The only difference is you see where it says test right there. That's the only difference in versus the production one. But for the first one, when we're capturing data, we need to use the test one. This will grab the data and the body and the schema so that we can then build out a workflow with adding other nodes and map data throughout the rest of the process and workflow. Okay, and when you get data in this side, you'll have an icon up here where you can pin it and then hold that data and then just use it to build out your workflow. When you're all done with your building your workflow and testing and stuff, then you would switch it to production, save it, set it to live, and then it will always work. So right now we got to start with the test. So we're going to grab this, or we're just going to click in that box, and you can see copied it. Okay, so now we're going to go over to GHL. We're going to create a brand new workflow. Okay, I've already created just a demo contact in here. Okay, so that should be elementary. Anybody can do that. So go to automations. We'll create a workflow in here. We're going to start from scratch. Okay, and we're going to add. Now there's a couple of webhook options in here. This one right here that looks like a Wi-Fi icon actually sends all the data. Okay, the whole body, the whole schema of whatever you're passing through. In this case, it's going to be the contact schema, and it's going to send everything. A custom webhook allows you to define what the body is, so you might only want to send a couple of the values, and I'll show you in that. See, you can just limit it down to that if you want. And the other one, it just sends everything. In this case, we want to go ahead and just send everything. So get us back to that. So in this one, it's just going to send everything. Okay. And you won't want to do that. Like if you were using GHL to send directly client information, a lead to a client, you would want to use the other one where you're sending only the values, the body that are pertinent to the client based on the schema that they provide you. Okay, so to back up here, got a basic workflow. We're going to, all we did was add the webhook, and we dropped our test URL right here in the URL. Okay, and we're going to say save. All right, and let's save this. I'll just go ahead and rename this so we don't get lost. n8n demo one, big deal. Hit save again. So now what we're going to want to do is go back over to n8n. We're going to set this to listen. Okay, so our first one, we got to listen for the test event. So we're going to set this to listen. So you can see you've got this pulsing thing here. All right, so we'll go into GHL, and in this case, you could create a trigger. You could have your trigger based on when the contact was created, and so we're just going to do a quick little test, and we're just going to select our demo one. Okay, so this test workflow, when we run this, what's going to happen is it's going to send this contact data over to n8n. Okay, and we're going to see that data get captured. So run, go back over here, boom. See how fast that was? It showed right up in n8n. Now you got a couple of icons up here, right? The pins. So go ahead and pin that data so we can use it later. But you can see that you got the whole body of everything added. So if there were custom fields and other data here in your contact that you capture based on forms and surveys and stuff, it'll all show up right here. And that's why you want to get your schema first, so that you in the test process, so that you can then use that schema to then map those fields within n8n. You can see we've got, it shows just a table view. You can get a JSON view, so this would be the full JSON in this case, and sort of a schema view. It makes it kind of easier to see, right? And go back now. If I wanted to use this, just do a quick little thing right here, and let's just say whatever first name is something I want to redefine, if I can spell right, somewhere within the nodes. If I want to redefine first name somewhere in the nodes and then pass that just first name, so then what I would do is I would just grab first name from our schema, our webhook data that got passed in, drop it in there, and boom. So that data is going to get passed along into that node. Okay, and now we've got first name demo, all right, and so on. And so now you can add another node, do something with first name, all right. It's kind of interesting. If I, let me see if I just create another one here, hook it up. Edit fields one. What's cool is you can map data from nodes that came first, all right. So you might have you'll have that first name, right? But in the webhook, there's all this data, okay, and then you can map map from there if you want. It gets crazy. You can do lots of cool stuff in here, but the gist of this was just to show you how easy it is to pass data from GHL into n8n. So I hope that helps.